Okay, so now we're moving on to our project. You're going to get your picture back today. Let's pretend this is me. Obviously it is not. It's smiley face person. But you're going to get your picture back. You're going to be cutting out your picture. Then you're going to be gluing onto a colored piece of paper. Then you're going to cut that out and you're going to be gluing onto your painting that you created the last time you were in art class. So we are going to be cutting out our picture the same way we've been practicing cutting, which is a bubble cut. Before you cut your picture, you need to go to the art store. You need to find a piece of paper, whatever color that you want, a piece of paper that is bigger than your picture. So say I went to the art store and I chose pink. Could I use this pink piece of paper? No, because this pink paper is not bigger than my picture. So I would have to put this back at the art store and choose one that is bigger than my picture. So I found this green piece of paper at the art store. Is this green paper bigger than my picture? Yes, so now I can use my green paper. Before I use my green paper, I'm going to grab my scissors from the middle of my table and I'm going to cut my picture out. First I'm going to start by cutting off those white rectangles that are at the top of my picture. We don't need those. And now I'm going to cut that bubble cut around my picture. Remember, bubble cutting is creating a bubble around the picture. You don't want to cut in and cut around really close to your picture, because if you make a mistake, you might mess up your picture, and we don't want to mess up our picture because I don't have any other pictures of you. This is the only one I have. So make sure you cut a bubble cut around your picture. All of these scraps here need to go into the trash. Toss those in the trash. Now I'm going to glue my picture onto my colored paper. When you glue it, you're going to glue it at the bottom of the paper. Make sure those lines of your picture and the paper are lined up. I'm going to take my glue from the middle of the table. Probably going to share with the person next to me. Grab my glue paintbrush. Always wipe it on the lip so it does not drip. Flip my picture over, and I'm going to make sure I have plenty of glue on my picture because I don't want my picture to fall off of my artwork. So I'm going to put that glue all the way around the edges, making sure I'm wiping it on the lip each time. Now I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to place it at the bottom of my paper. Is this the bottom? Is this the bottom? No, this is the bottom down here. Make sure it's lined up before I start pressing. And then I don't want to rub on my picture because I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to flip my paper over, give it a good massage on the back so I don't mess up my picture. All right, now we have to cut again. So let's grab our scissors. And again, I'm going to make a bubble cut around my picture. I'm not going to cut here on the line. I'm going to scoot out and I'm going to make that bubble cut, making sure I can see my colored paper around my picture. Do I go in and cut here? No, I want to make sure I'm cutting around. All right, once I have that done, then I'm going to be gluing it onto my painting that I painted the last time I was in art class. So I'm going to grab my painting, and I'm going to grab my picture, and again, we're going to be gluing at the bottom. This is the middle, this is the side, this is the bottom. Now you can put it over on the side, or in the middle at the bottom, or this side, but make sure you put it at the bottom. If I want to flip my paper this way, or maybe I'll flip it this way, and then I can place it at the bottom here. Again, make sure you have plenty of glue because your paint is a different type of texture on your paper. It's a little rough, so you want to make sure you have plenty of glue this time since we're gluing to painted paper. Making sure that glue is all the way around the edges so my edges aren't going to stick out. Make it look really nice. Flip it over, and I'm gluing to the bottom of my paper. Again, I don't want to mess up my picture, so I'm going to flip it over and give it a really good massage. Rub, 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 rub. And then once that is done and all my trash is thrown away and my scissors are back in the bucket in the middle of my table, I'm going to carry my artwork to the rainbow table where I will get my hand painted and I will stamp my hand one time somewhere on my artwork. Should I stamp my hand right here? No, we don't want to stamp our hand over our picture. Anywhere else, stamp it once and then take it to the drying rack.